Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Pivot of Hearts. Thank you to the developer for the code. We had a really weird dream last night. Well, Ian? Oh, yo, Wen! Huh? You alright, Wen? We've been calling your name for a while now. Yeah, dude, you are totally spacing out. Sorry, I'm kinda tired. Not enough sleep? Were you up all night gaming? Actually, I had the weirdest dream. I did sleep. I had the weirdest dream. I ended up blurting out before I can stop myself. Oh, wanna share? Oh, weird. How? I was debugging Healing Quest. Jeez, lame. How workaholic are you? And the project manager Chico showed up and the Queen Slime broke out of the screen. That Queen Slime issue is really getting to you, huh? Yeah. And then I had to fight her and my friend's cat showed up. And then I don't really want to get into the magical play aspect of it. And then I guess I don't remember the rest. That's all. What color was the cat? Anna pops out of nowhere, jumping right into my dream analysis. She was black. So is it like a sign of bad luck? Not really. Dreaming of a black cat has to do with your independence and creative energy. It can mean you're afraid of trusting your intuition. My intuition? I've also read it could mean you're refusing to acknowledge your feminine side. I'm reminded once again of my flashy costume. Why is her analysis spot on? Oh. I wonder what that means. Hey guys, what's going on? Are we doing dream interpretations? Bad timing! Said, I'll remember the rest. Now let's get to work before Queen Slime breaks out. Okay. It's unlike me to just share stuff like this out of the blue. It's embarrassing, but I guess I got some insights out of it. But I could have asked Anna about those cards. And also, who's that familiar silhouette in the end? In spite of it all, the week flows normally as I count the days until the start of our RPG campaign. It's all I need to unwind. Saturday can't come soon enough. Well, apparently it can come soon enough, because it's right here. Whoa. Another round, Marky. You sure you can pay for that? Not today. Today's all on Sir Etsuk here. That's right, today night's on me, brothers and sisters. A table full of knights with half their armor taken off merrily celebrates in the tavern. Etsuk has just been promoted to captain, and this is her celebration night. On a dais to the side, the beautiful troubadour Sigar sings a song about her heroes of the glorious past, a specific request by the rowdy knights. As for me, I couldn't be happier with all the noise they were making. Desperately need to avoid attention after all. Sitting in a corner with a hood half covering my face, I keep looking at the door, wondering if they can find me here. Sure enough, my fears turn into reality. Half a dozen mercenaries burst into the tavern, blades and hatchets in hand. Is Wexian here? Show yourself! As per the cliche, silence quickly spreads throughout the tavern as everyone stops to look at the newcomers. Guess they found me at last. Oi! I don't want any trouble here. Take your brawling elsewhere. One of the mercenaries raises his dagger and starts walking towards the counter. You shut your... He's forced to halt by the imposing figure of Etsuk, who rises from her chair to block his path. Is there a problem here? Damn, I didn't expect to find knights here. Look, Lady Knight, our business with Wexian. Our boss has some unfinished business with him. That goes both ways, but I'd rather not be captured here. Alright. Knight Captain motions around the place, waiting for a response. Obviously, I keep quiet. Well, since no one named Wexian is here today, sorry, pal. I wouldn't be so sure until I was pretty confident on this spot. I'll tell you guys if I see any Wexian, alright? You should leave and let my customers enjoy themselves after a very tiring day. That's it! Impetuous mercenary tries to find a way around Etsuk so he can shut the barkeep up for good. Can I try to stop him? Of course! Make an athletics check. Alright, let's see. 17! Nice! Etsuk raises a firm hand and holds the mercenary in place, and hisses at her and prepares his dagger. Then I guess I'll just have to get rid of you first. Congratulations, Etsuko. Your interference has angered the mercenaries. Enough. Roll for initiative. Sound of dice hitting wood fills the room, followed by quick notes and verbal confirmations. Inside the tavern, the clatter of dice translates into the clang of metal on metal as Etsuko's squad confronts the mercenaries. One of the mercenaries throws a knife at one of the knights who dodges it. Instead, the knife flies towards Sigar on the dais. He gracefully moves aside and the blade sticks to the wall behind him. How unpleasant! These ruffians come in here and wreck my performance! Let me show you not to cross the board. As he joins the fray, all the other customers flee the tavern to the barkeep. It's dismay. I stand up so as to leave, but I can't let these good knights bleed for my sake. I wait for the right moment. I can't let them bleed for my sake. So much for keeping a low profile. I grab my staff and promptly position myself in line of sight with one of the mercenaries. You see, even with half her armor off, that Etsuk knight can still withstand at least double the number of strikes I could. Thus, it is in my best interest to fight from this distance, especially because this will be very flashy. Hey, look behind you! Too late. Still greatly distracted by the knight, the mercenary in front of me fails to defend himself in time. A beam of crackling energy blasts from the tip of my staff and pierces through the mercenary's leather vest. Falls to the ground as the air fails to gather in his lungs. So that's where you were, Wexian. After him, everyone! Cover is blown, all the mercenaries turn to you when... Good to know you are safe, though it seems you might be in for a lot of trouble, Mr. Wexian. Yeah, thanks for covering for me. I owe you knights one or two. That was all we could say to each other in the heat of battle. As the mercenaries advance, the tables turn on me and I find myself cornered. I'm not so fast, a scoundrel. Bardus managed to stab one of the mercenaries with a dagger, and after climbing on top of one of the tavern tables, opened his mouth wide. Mystic words unknown to me filled the room. I could feel the power in them flow into me. Suddenly, the three mercenaries in front of me looked no scarier than little rats shrieking with little teeth. Guided by the magic of Sigar's song, my spells become quicker and more lethal. I zap another mercenary down. Ready for more, though they were now too close for my liking. I can't let everyone else take the glory on the very day I'm named captain. With impressive surge of strength, the knight captain swings her sword in two consecutive arcs, putting down the two remaining mercenaries. There's only one left now. Damn, Wexian, this won't be the last you see of me. With trained maneuvers, the enemy leader dodges his way out of our reach and leaves the streets outside. And so, it comes to an end. Congratulations! That was your first combat! Is this pace alright for you, Sigurd? It takes me some time to find the right spells during my turn, but I feel like I learned much more in the last hour than I did reading those walls of text in the rulebook. That's right, you'll learn much faster by playing. As for the spells, I used to have cards for the ones I use most. I'll see if I can bring them next time, okay? Oh, I'd love that. Okay, enough chatting, back to the story! Yes, sir. Tavern is a complete wreck filled with the moans of the injured knights. While my magic is not able to heal, Sigar's is. We both help Etsuk's comrades to their feet while also trying to clean up some of the mess. I wonder where those mercenaries came from. I'm usually familiar with sellswords from around here, but I'd never seen those guys before. I'd heard some rumors about them, but as far as I knew, their turf was usually over at Burmo's Empire. We all turned to the entrance where the voice came from. Is that you, Commander Rexus? The sound of heavy-plated boots prefaces the entrance of a tall woman, even more menacing and stronger looking than Etsuk herself. She has an axe on her back is all the evidence I need. I heard about your promotion today, Etsuk. Please accept my apologies for only being able to congratulate you in such poor conditions. Etsuk and her knights promptly stand at attention despite whatever pain their entry still causes. Commander, the honor is mine. At ease, all still off duty. Please rest and relax. Good to see you, Commander Rexus. Is your old man still ruining every other meal over at the fort? Indeed he is. At least he doesn't charge as much as you for it, old friend. Because I actually know how to make food. I'm sure you do. Of course, the barkeeper is never just a random NPC, is he? Shh. Andre, let's continue. Etsuk lightly slaps my arm, smirking. Robert raises an eyebrow at us. However, before I can process the implications, she continues narrating. Anyway, and what brings you here, Commander? We are now sitting around one of the few tables left standing. Barkeep serves us a free round of ales in appreciation for us getting rid of the troublemakers. Have you heard about the tension over the border with the Burmese Empire? Of course, every tavern in the 10-mile radius you'll hear the same song. The Empire has its sights on the lands of House Clant. I've heard it as well. It's part of the reason why I'm passing through this town. An old acquaintance of mine set me up in the past, and now I need to set things straight with them. These mercenaries sent after me from the Burmese Empire. That confirms the information I have that this acquaintance is there. It also confirms they haven't forgotten about me. Good. Commander takes a scroll out of her belongings and spreads it over the table. It's a map of the region containing the 3 states we were discussing. The rumors are right. My sources can confirm them. But then, Commander, is it true that our king will fight to protect them? Whether or not the king will declare war on the Burmese Empire is yet to be determined. Makes sense. House Clan's been an ally to the king's ancestors in the Arbol Kingdom for the last centuries. This sudden interest in the lands of a neighboring ally by an expanding empire sounds like a direct threat. On the other hand, it's not like House Clan was ever an actual vassal to the Arbol Kingdom. They're just a neighboring state on friendly terms. House Clan is also the kingdom's main provider of Kajutama nuts, a key component for crafting magical instruments. I feel like the real reason behind all this might have something to do with that. For that matter, much of the king's decision will depend on how well you can perform the mission I have for you, Etsuk. Yes, sir. As for you two, Honorable Bard and prodigious Spellweaver, I see to it that you are handsomely compensated for helping us out. My, you've got my attention, and dear. As for me, I owe them for helping protect me. I don't need any payment. In fact, I'm in debt with these two. I'll gladly help in any way I can. Just like that saying, friends who slay together, stay together. Commander Rexus then details where we should go and what we should do. In short, she is a contact inside the Burmese Empire who might have the intel the king needs to make his final decision. Our mission is to find them and bring the intel to the commander here in Arbol's Kingdom capital. Nice and simple, just the way I like it. If only things weren't always been as planned, of course. The Castles and Champions session goes on for a little longer as we roleplay our stay for the night in preparation for the journey. Robert decides to call it a day as we take our first step towards the Burmese Empire 3 days later. Okay. Another week begins. Excuse me. Another week begins. It's still only Monday and I'm already excited about the next RPG session. I wish I could just jump through solving bugs and completing tasks from the unending backlog this week. If only life had a skip button. Just as I'm thinking about Castles and Champions, I hear my phone's message ringtone. See a message preview on the screen is from our RPG Tables chat. Hey guys, Zero Absoluto is playing next Friday. The show will be at Mutsugi Fish Shop, 8 o'clock. Sigar and I will be very happy if you come and see us. Each and every soul will add to the burning flame of our glory. A power metal concert? Never been to one. Part of me feels like going, but the other part is feeling a little lazy, intimidated. It's kind of out of my comfort zone. Wow, that sounds super fun! I'll check my schedule, but I'm pretty sure I can go. Probably wouldn't go by myself, but if Barbara's going... Okay, I think I can make it too. Yay! We'll see you there! Throw myself on the bed, cover my eyes with my arm, and close them for a bit. That's right, Etsuk used to play in a band in high school too. Start reminiscing about our school days when a particular memory comes to mind. My eyes snap open, I get a little flustered from remembering what happened at the time. Oh boy. Hey, Wen. Let me copy your math notes. No way! You should pay attention in class. Oh my OMG! Stop being a nerd! She says that she proceeds to swiftly snatch my notebook from the desk. Hey, give that back! Santa tried to get my notebook back in vain while Barbara waves it out of my reach. She's quite taller than me. Damn, that's bullying! I'm keeping all of your perfect notes until I'm the queen of knowledge. She runs away and I'm left alone in the classroom. The school bell rang a few minutes ago and everyone was already gone while I was writing down some final notes. I fell down to the chair again and muttered under my breath, "That obnoxious girl." I hear the sound of the door hitting a desk as someone who clearly isn't from the classroom walks in. Andre. I break my silent tantrum to see a girl calling me. Oh, hey, Etsuko? I think that's her name. Have you seen Barbara? I feel a vein in my forehead twitch. Oh, yeah, I've seen her. She just stole my notebook and ran away. Etsuko sweat drops. Sorry about that. Want to invite her to come see me at the school's talent show later after lunch? She looks down for a moment, seeming disappointed. If you see her, can you pass on the message, please? I remember that if I'm not too pissed off to even look at her face. Okay. An awkward silence fills the room. Hey, you can come too if you want. I'm playing the drums on my friend's band later. Wait, what? Did she just invite me to a random show or something? I blank out a little at her invitation. Yeah, sure. The words come out of my mouth before I can even realize what they mean. Really? Cool, thanks. I can almost see sparkles coming from her eyes. She sounds like I'm the only person who's agreed to go see her in the whole school. Great, now I can't even back out of this. After a couple of hours studying, I drop by the cafeteria and order a soda and a sandwich to keep me company. Since it's a bit loud to study there, I bring my snacks back to the classroom. Never been to a talent show. This kind of event scares me. I fear the people on stage are going to fail so miserably that I feel like burying my head in the ground out of sheer cringe. It's too late. That Etsuko girl seemed to be really counting on me. Wait, at what time is the show supposed to be again? I look at my watch and then glance outside the hallway, searching for any external movement. To my demise, no one walks by. Then I remember. Oh right. They had those posters about the talent show stuck all over the school. Should be one around here somewhere. Dart my eyes all over the walls until they finally locate the nearest poster. According to it, I'm 40 minutes late. Shit. While spilling my drink, I stuffed my textbooks back into my bag, grabbed my sandwich with my mouth, and dashed towards the school's auditorium. Half a dozen bumps into passerbys later, fully accompanied by complaints and cursing, I managed to arrive at the auditorium. To my surprise, the place is packed, enough to make it hard to find empty seats in the front rows. While I try to find a place to sit, I wonder if Etsuko's band has already played. However, as soon as I catch a glimpse of vibrant pink hair with the corner of my eye, I forget all about that. My rage returns. Barbara! There you are! Strides towards my nemesis, ready to demand my notebook back. I grab her shoulder and turn around, only to find a slightly sick-looking Etsuko behind her. It seems Barbara was trying to comfort her. She already played. Was it that much of a disaster? Hey, what's the big idea? Can't you see she's not feeling well? Barbara snaps at me. My mouth opens and closes without saying anything. I look more closely at Etsuko and know she's actually crying a little. I feel at a loss. I'm gonna mess everything up. I'm sure of it. No, don't worry. You've rehearsed a lot. You'll know what to do. Yeah, but what if I disappoint everyone? My hands are shaking. I can barely hold the drumsticks right. I have no idea what to do in this kind of situation. Etsuk looks like she could pass out from pure nervousness at any moment. Something about this makes me feel very frustrated. Thinking back about how happy she was when I said it was coming, it's pretty obvious she really wants to play. I know she wants to be on stage. As I come to, my face is less than 1 foot away from hers. I'm holding her hands in mine. Don't you want us to hear your music? Didn't you invite me here to watch you play? Please, let me hear that awesome song of yours. I'm sure it'll be amazing. I spelled this cheesy crap with unprecedented determination. I have no idea what came over me, but I can hold on to this confident facade if that's what's going to take to calm her down. Etsuk looks at my face, astonished. Even though I can't see Barbara, I can just imagine her jaw dropping at the situation. Etsuko slips one hand out of mine to wipe her teary eyes. Yeah, I really want to play! Just then, the announcer calls the next participants to the show. And now, our last participants. Coming to the stage is Etsuko's band! It's a round of applause while Etsuko pulls her other hand and walks hurriedly to the stage, along with her band's vocalist and guitarist, both from her class. Watch nervously as she arranges herself by the drum set. It's pretty weird feeling this anxious for another person. Barbara also looks pretty nervous for Etsuko. Good afternoon, everyone! Thanks for coming, and I hope you enjoy the show! The vocalist greets the audience. The band members all take deep breaths, and Etsuko claps her drumsticks together. Then the music starts. I'd never heard the drums live before in my life. It is totally different from listening to a recording. Feels like the whole auditorium reverberates the song's beat. Damn, I've got to admit, this is much cooler than I expected. Then plays a famous national rock song, one of those that, no matter how old you get, always makes you want to jump around. I can't say if they're playing it right, but to me, it sounds pretty badass. Before I know it, the song's over and applause fills the auditorium. Seems like it was a success. I'm really glad for Etsuko. Speaking of which, I better see how she's doing. I quickly grab Barbara's attention. We both go towards the stage to meet our drummer friend. Etsuko, you were amazing! Oh, yeah, I just held her hands and said some really stupid stuff. How did I look her in the face? How do I look her in the face now? Andre, Barbara, thank you so much for your support. I couldn't have done it without you. Who the hell is Andre? Etsuko turns to me with a slightly confused face. Is that your name? That's my Brazilian name. I also have a Chinese name, Wen Jian. Yeah, I call him Wen because that's shorter and easier. And wrong, but okay. Oh, I'll be sure to remember that, Wen. And that's what happened. I feel my cheeks warming up and hide my face behind my hands, even though no one's looking. I sure did a lot of cringy teenage shit back then. The book of my dark history never ceases to amaze me. Tuesday. And yet another day at work begins, back to the wondrous world of bug solving. Some time of programming passes by. I realize how much I was slouching in the chair, so I pause to stretch my back. Stretch break! It makes me think about an article on programmer health problems I read the other day. Back pain, carpal tunnel, neck and eye strain. Am I getting enough sunlight? So I start to feel sudden tinglings in my wrists and doubt my workstation's ergonomics. The product manager pops into the room. Listen up, everyone. We've chosen the release date for Healing Quest. By the way, things are progressing. Our aim is to have a beta version ready in time for a huge festival. Ooh, nice. That's the biggest game showcase of the year. That means we're submitting our game to the event, huh? It's the first time a game I work on is getting featured on such a large-scale competition. I guess our workflow is only going to get more intense from now on. Things aren't going to look much better for my newfound programmer pains. A couple hours later. Yo, Wen, wanna grab some lunch? No thanks, I brought a marmita from home. Wanna join us then? Kao and the other artists, Beto and Anna, are just about to leave for lunch break. They all have marmitas with them. Sure, why not? Let's go. Get to the office's pantry. It's small and a little shabby, but comfortable at the same time. Bringing lunch from home is good for our pockets. Oh, yeah, living off of freelance work has taught us that saving every real is worth it. You said it. Thank God we have a regular job nowadays. Here's being an artist isn't easy. Poor guys. We discuss Healing Quest release for a bit and go on to talk about nerdy video game stuff. As I keep shoving food into my mouth, I hear them chatting about games they played growing up. I used to play a lot of MMORPGs. I can't conceive how I'd spend hours killing thousands of the same monster to get a rare item drop. Yeah, I did that a lot in Femur Online. We're talking about online games, huh? Could be my opportunity. The other day I found that fan art of Twilight of the Gods while stalking Kawa's online profile. Let's throw some bait. Hey, did you guys play Twilight of the Gods? I still love it. Seems to have gotten Kawa's attention. I sparkled with a mention of the game. Oh my god, that used to be one of my favorite games. Remember the sewer under the main city? I spent so many hours down there. Should I mention that I've seen Kawa's fan art? Yeah, he'll be happy. Actually, I brought it up because I saw your cleric fan art on the internet, Kawa. It looked amazing. Kawa looked surprised for a moment, but then smiles. Excited little thing. Glad you liked it. Cleric was my favorite class to play as. Seems a little embarrassed, but happy to have his art praised. Beto and Anna seem to have also played it and are very excited. We start reminiscing about our favorite parts of the game, and the conversation quickly turns to an exchange of, hey, remember this or that thing? It was a pretty darn fun game. Getting a serious urge to play it again. I wonder if there's still some private servers around. Kawa suddenly slams his hands on the table and stands up in excitement. Let's play it! Everyone seems astonished with Kawa's reaction, but join in agreement in a matter of seconds. I think this sounds awesome. Great idea. I'll search for servers and we can set up a group chat to arrange a time to play together. Spend the rest of lunch this break deciding which class each of us will play as. Oh yes, I see a godly twilight ahead of us. Thursday. It's early morning. I'm on my way to work. Thanks to yesterday's talk about... wasn't 2 days ago? Whatever. Thanks to the recent talk about Twilight of the Gods, I ended up staying up late researching character builds for the game, which made me wake up just late enough to meet the subway completely crammed with people. So crowded, gotta go fast. It still fascinates me how a few minutes can turn such a big difference in traffic in the city. It doesn't even matter if you're riding a car or the subway. Rush hour is no joke. Here, looks good. Yep, slightly less people in this part of the platform. Finding what seems to be the best line to wait in, there's finally some time to catch my breath. Phone chimes to alert me of new messages. Hey guys, where the hell do you even find those fancy dice we used last time? LMAO. Yeah, you're not gonna find them in just any shop. You can order some online, you know. Yeah, but I like to see the products before I buy them. Fair enough. In that case, we do know a place, don't we, Barbara? Yep. Oh, I think I know where they're talking about. Used to go there all the time. It's decided then. Let's go to Realm. Oh, what's a nice name. I like the place already. Great. I guess free this evening then. What, today? Please remember your poor friends who have to work. Fine by me. Actually, I'll be in the area since noon. So I'll probably go earlier and wait for you guys there. What about you, Win? I've been singled out! Though if Etsuko's gonna be there by herself, might be a good chance to talk to her. During the RPG session, things seem fine, even more than fine. I can't help but worry about what she thinks of me after all these years. Problem is, we have an important deadline at work this week. As the lead programmer, it's usually up to me to make sure we finish our tasks in time. Which means I spend less time managing the team and more time coding myself. Since I have more experience with our code base, that usually ends up being the fastest way to make ends meet. I can always make up for leaving early today and the rest of the week, but it's already Thursday. Oh no! I don't have enough! Give up and find Etsuko by herself. Damn it, I don't think I can handle it. I'll be there. Just not so early. Sorry, guys. Hey, don't sweat it. I know you have to work. Still, it's such a shame. Well, at least I'll see them a little. Gotta look forward to that. Just wonder when another opportunity as good as this will show up. was only after I finished today's worth of work that I left for the store where we'll buy the dice. Realm, an edgy name for an edgy store. Actually unsure about what to call this kind of shop. I guess we could call it a game shop that usually refers to console and retail products. In Realm, you can find just anything from silly exotic dice to ultra expensive collector's editions of board games, but the actual bread and butter of the store are card games. The kind you open packs of random cards and hoard them until you manage to build a deck to play against other players. I tried getting into it, but the sheer amount of money I'd have to spend made me quit real fast. I do like the games themselves and always pay attention when a friend talks about them, though. In the end, tabletop RPGs ended up much more accessible to me. Isn't that? When the praise of gods, I finally found one of you. Sigurd, you alright? Now I am, for though the way to the arena of mythic battles is lost to me. Fate would not forsake this lone wanderer, and had Sir Wynn crossed paths with. You mean you don't know the way to the board game shop? Also, sir? It is as you say. Are you guys LARPing or something? Huh? Huh? Someone called us from behind. Barbara, since when have you been there? As always, I'm an omnipresent existence. I beg your pardon. Don't mind her. She makes fun of us for allegedly LARPing, but she's the one with middle school syndrome. Says the edgelord magical boy. Why are you people speaking tongues again? Anyway, Etsuk should be there already. Let's not make her wait any longer. Before our endless slap comedy act overstays its welcome, I start walking towards Realm, leading the way. Ooh, right. So you guys are just going to leave without explaining anything? Wait for me! As I leave and strides towards Realm, Barbara sneaks up to me. So, you missed the incredible opportunity to meet Etsuk alone, did ya? Why she have to notice every little thing? What do you mean? What opportunity? When, hang in there. She gives an encouraging tap on my shoulder. Barbara then allows her pace to match with Sigurd's. Seems like she's explaining all the lingo we used a few moments ago. I feel like we might taint Sigurd's purity if we keep exposing him to Barbara's nefarious humor. Anyway, I'm just glad she's off my case. Dang, it's been a while. It's been quite a streak of nostalgic moments for me lately. Shelves filled with colorful board game boxes, the soft sound of cards being shuffled, the click-clack of dice hitting a table. This is a place most game geeks would feel at home, as I did in my youth. And that is why Gap Mo is a fundamental part of... There's Etsuk! Allah be praised, I regret asking anything at all. Some things are clearly better left unknown. Hey everyone! Hey, I'm sorry I couldn't come earlier. You are not the only one that failed our honored friend. I'm the one who asked for help and ended up lost on the way here. Don't worry guys, it was actually good. I could take my time looking through all these games we used to play. Nah, you guys are lame. Do better next time. You've just arrived too. Oh, that's the Sukomi thing, isn't it? Yep, it's Wynn's specialty. You are a fast learner, Sigurd. For some reason, I don't think it's something I should be proud of. Thus his descent. Thus begins his descent into darkness. And here are the dice. Knock yourself out. There are so many. There are people who like to collect tons of them. I can see why. There are so many interesting patterns and they come in matching the sets too. It's definitely one of the most common rabbit holes of the hobby. You know, Sigurd, for some reason, someone with such alternative and underground tastes, you seem to have had rather little contact with this part of geek culture. I'm wondering about that too. Isn't power metal full of fantasy tropes? You're right. Lots of power metal songs are about heroic warriors, dragons, and epic journeys. It was very hard to come by anything fantasy related where I come from. What? Really? No anime events and such? I actually discovered many years later that there were events and even a few geek-oriented shops, but I had no way of knowing back then. It was the countryside, you know. Broadband internet services couldn't reach most places, and my family liked to turn the TV on to watch soccer. I had no way of interacting with other like-minded enthusiasts. But if it's different now, why are you still catching up? It's all a matter of bad timing, Serwin. Bad timing? Yeah, I moved here when I got into college. Smartphones were really getting popular by then. I was too busy adapting to everything else in the big city and the college lifestyle itself. When I was in school, if there was a group project, there was always the kid with a computer, usually their parents. Then in college, it was the other way around. Everyone had a PC except that one person without a computer. Guess who that was? I see what you mean. He's come a long way, though. If you guys think Sigar looks kind of lost now, you should have met him back in the day. Thank the gods I had this wonderful friend to teach me the ropes. Things like the best subway stations, the switch trains, and all that. And now I have all of you too. Then prepare yourself, we're just starting. There's so many very interesting things I can teach you about the darkness of humanity. Excellent, for facing the darkness is a legacy my ancestors bestowed upon me. No, it's not that kind of darkness. Barbara, please don't corrupt him just because you are a lost cause yourself. Almost everything in the store is new at the Sigar, so we spend some time showing him around. We show some of the board games we like, but he still has to stifle a small scream when he sees the prices. Should I explain that we normally don't buy them, we just play them at shops that lend them? His eyes sparkle once again with fascination. In the end, Sigar buys 2 sets of dice because he can't decide which one he likes best. I can definitely relate. We spend some time looking around the shop, commenting on the board games and other tabletop stationery. At some point we notice it's getting late and decide to part ways. I might not have come early enough to see Etsuk alone, but I can't leave without telling her at least this one thing. Right, before we leave the store, I see an opportunity to call her aside as the other 2 cross the doors. Hey, Etsuko! What's up? Alright, Wen, you just have to tell her, no time to be a timid kid. So, you know, it's been really good to see each other again. She ever so slightly freezes and widens her eyes, but almost immediately relaxes and gives off a faint smile. Yes, it has. It really has. Look, I know we probably should talk about this properly, and now isn't the best time. I thought at least this much should be said. I'm getting awkward feelings really fast here. You know, I learned from work that it's important to express our appreciations out loud. People assume the worst far too easily. I just wish I had the maturity to have talked to you properly when we were young. You're not the only one. And it does make me feel happy to hear how you feel. I also think we shouldn't be that hard on ourselves. We were just kids after all. For better or worse, both good and bad decisions make up who we are today. And who we are today is what allows us to be here together again. She looks straight into my eyes as she says all that. I've forgotten how intense she can be. It makes me feel warm and hear my heart pounding loudly. Yeah, you're right. More importantly, now that we are seeing each other again and have become savvy adults, we can talk about everything we want whenever we want. So feel free to call me anytime. It does feel very empowering. I'll be sure to take you up on that offer. Me too, just you wait until I flood you with funny stickers. Because that's the privilege of being communicative adults. You got that right. With that, we both leave the store laughing and talking about our favorite chat stickers as of late. Friday. Been a few years since I've been to a concert, but it'll be at least a little bit longer till it goes still. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below, various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!